Okay, so today I'm in Teotihuacan, beautiful, beautiful, monumental civilization of Mesoamerica. It is a jewel, one that you have to visit, one that is very tiring to visit because there is a lot of sun and a lot of people. So we're gonna take a small, deep breath while we start our story. Teotihuacan is one of the most important and largest cities of pre-Aztec Mexico. At its apogee, around 500 CE, it encompassed some 8 square miles and supported a population of 250,000 people. At the time, it was one of the largest cities in the world, an economic, political, and religious hub. The original name of the city is unknown, but it had something to do with the place of reeds. It would later be renamed by the Aztecs to be called Teotihuacan, the city of the gods. I'm not gonna lie, I'm dehydrated. But is it worth it? Yes. Do I wish I brought water? Yeah. I brought this ginormous backpack to fit mi microfono, my microphone, and I did not pack water. And I did pack a 900-page book for some godforsaken reason. But still worth it, still worth it. So, Teotihuacan was settled around 400 BC, but its heyday arrived around 400 AD, and the Aztecs arrived around the 1400s, and they named this place the place where the gods are created, or the place where man becomes God. But the people of Teotihuacan, what they did here and why they left, it actually remains a mystery. Very little is actually known, but there's a belief that this great civilization was mixed from the Toltecas up north and the Olmecas in south. So we're talking about people from Teotihuacan, Teotihuacanes. Their cultural influences spread throughout Mesoamerica. They carried on trade with distant regions. Perhaps 2/3 of the urban population were involved in farming the surrounding fields. The others worked with ceramics, obsidian, volcanic glass that was used to create weapons, tools, ornamentation. This city was based on trade, and there was large numbers of merchants, many who had immigrated great distances. So when the Aztecs arrived, they believed that this great pathway was called the Pathway of the Dead, El Camino de los Muertos, because all along the lines there was these great temples, and therefore they believed that there they had buried the dead. In reality, this was a commercial center, and here there would be commercial transactions, the exchange of goods, trueque. This is very similar to what we see today. As we can see, there's people lining the stalls and they sell their goods to the nice tourist. Now, cool fact that I learned. So basically, when this place was excavated and when it was expropriated from the people, the state, they gave certain permits to certain families so that they could come in here and sell their goods. So a really cool thing about that permit is that can only be passed down from father to son and to wife if there is no sons in the case. And yeah, so it can't be bought, it can't be sold, which is awesome. So support local businesses. The whole city of Teotihuacan seems to be aligned astronomically. It's consistently oriented 15 to 20 degrees east of true north, and the front wall of the Pyramid of the Sun is exactly perpendicular to the point on the horizon where the sun sets on the equinoxes. What's really strange is that the Temple of the Moon, the Sun, and Quetzalcoatl are perfectly matched with the Pyramids of Giza and Orion's Belt. Some claim that it must have been built by aliens. I have been to a lot of cool places with a lot of cool architecture, Gothic, classical, the Buddhist temples in Thailand. But this, by far, has to be the coolest. Everything is thought out, from the phases of the moon to the sound of birds to being able to hear from meters and meters away. It's truly epic. So we can hear them perfectly, even though they're all the way over there. Although little can be figured out of day-to-day life in Teotihuacan, most of it is, well, speculative. One thing that we know for certain is that as part of ritual practice, a common thing was human sacrifice. A vault containing 12 bodies, 10 of which had been decapitated, alongside with the remains of pumas, wolves, and eagles, were all discovered at El Templo de la Luna. So there's this common misconception that the city of Teotihuacan was sacked, that it fell to war, to disease, a plague, something. The true enemy of this ginormous civilization was time. Now, do we know why this city was left desolate, where the people went? No, that also remains a ginormous mystery. But they left, and nature took its course, and it took back the temples, the land, everything in its wake. So Teotihuacan was mostly preserved because it was forgotten about for centuries, until the Aztecs arrived in the 1400s and named the city of the gods. Okay, so with this ends the video on Teotihuacan, and I hope you guys liked it. If you do, leave a comment down below. Also, so for the next 4 months, I will be in Florence. So if you have any stories or any places that you think I should cover in either a YouTube video or on TikTok, yeah, comment down below. Let me know. Don't forget to leave a like, and goodbye.